By order of the HOA, you are required to cease operations and drop your tools immediately.
We're on ranch property, ma'am.
It was supposed to be a standard Tuesday morning for a crew of ranch workers repairing perimeter fencing. But before the first post was set in the ground, a private security vehicle screeched to a halt along the dirt access road. Two guards stepped out, demanding the workers drop their tools immediately under order of the local homeowners association board. The property in question was a historical ranching parcel, surrounded on three sides by a modern master-planned community. For years, the ranch and the neighborhood coexisted peacefully, separated by a clear legal boundary and decades of distinct land deeds. Enter Brenda, the newly elected president of the neighborhood HOA. Brenda believed that uniform aesthetics were paramount, and she viewed the neighboring working ranch as an eyesore that threatened property values, regardless of whether it actually belonged to her association. The trouble began when workers discovered an official cease and desist notice taped to the main gate. It claimed the crew was operating heavy equipment during unapproved hours and violating community noise standards. Hoping to resolve what seemed like a simple misunderstanding, the crew continued their fence repairs. Within 20 minutes, Brenda herself arrived on site, clipboard in hand, demanding to speak to whoever was in charge. Brenda insisted that all fence construction had to match the suburban community's approved white vinyl design, and that work could not begin before 9 in the morning. "You are in direct violation of our bylaws. Cease work now or there will be severe financial penalties." The ranch foreman, a steady worker named Marcus, calmly tried to explain the situation. "Ma'am, with all due respect, this ranch isn't part of your HOA. This land has been agricultural for over 50 years. Your rules don't apply past that tree line." Unaccustomed to being challenged, Brenda refused to hear reason. She claimed that because the fence bordered community land, the HOA held jurisdictional authority. "If you don't stop right now, I will have our private security detail detain your crew for trespassing and willful disruption." True to her threat, Brenda dialed the private security company contracted by the HOA for neighborhood patrols, claiming an active trespass was occurring on community-adjacent property. Moments later, a private security vehicle arrived. The guards, unaware of the complex property boundaries, were instructed by Brenda to block the access driveway and prevent the ranch workers from moving their equipment or leaving the site. Marcus recognized that escalating the argument directly with the guards would solve nothing. He instructed his crew to turn off the equipment, stay calm, and step back while he made a phone call of his own. Marcus called the owner of the ranch, a quiet man who owned the land as a family operation. What Brenda and the security guards didn't know was that the owner held a very specific profession when he wasn't tending to his land. He was a senior U.S. Marshal. 10 minutes later, a plain black truck pulled up onto the ranch side of the driveway. The owner stepped out wearing casual ranch attire, looking entirely unbothered by the commotion at his gate. Stepping over to the security guards and Brenda, the owner calmly presented his official federal badge and credentials. "Good morning. I'm the owner of this property, and I'm currently trying to understand why my workers are being blocked on my private land." The ranch owner clearly outlined the legal ramifications. Private security guards have no legal authority to detain anyone or restrict access on private agricultural land. Attempting to block my workers under false authority verges on unlawful restraint. Realizing the immense liability they were stepping into, the private security guards immediately backed down. They apologized to the owner, returned to their vehicle, and drove away, leaving Brenda standing alone at the gate. The owner unrolled an official county survey map right in front of Brenda, showing explicit deed markers confirming the ranch was completely exempt from any HOA covenant or restriction. Word of the encounter reached the rest of the HOA board later that evening. Recognizing the legal danger Brenda had created by making threats of detention and issuing unauthorized notices, the board called an emergency session to mitigate damage. Within 48 hours, the HOA board sent a formal written apology to the ranch owner, rescinding all notices, confirming no jurisdiction over the ranch land, and reassigning Brenda's board duties. The ranch workers completed the fence repairs without further interruption. This scenario serves as a powerful reminder of how critical it is for property owners to know their legal boundaries, understand property rights, and remain calm when dealing with overzealous oversight. What would you have done if an HOA tried to dictate rules on land they didn't own? Have you ever had a boundary dispute in your area? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more property rights stories and breakdown scenarios. This is a work of fiction, shared for illustrative purposes only. It is not legal advice.